Johnson was born in Hayward, California, on May 2, 1972, the son of former professional wrestler Rocky Johnson. Growing up, he briefly lived in Grey Lynn in Auckland, New Zealand. Johnson's father was a black Nova Scotian with a small amount of Irish ancestry, and his mother is Samoan. His father and Tony Atlas were the first black tag team champions in WWE history in 1983. Johnson's uncle Ricky was also a wrestler. His mother is the adopted daughter of Peter Maivia, who was also a professional wrestler. Johnson attended Montclair Elementary School in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then moved to Hamden, Connecticut. At Freedom High School, Johnson initially struggled and was drawn into a culture of conflict and petty crime. By age 17, he had been arrested several times for fighting, theft, and check fraud, and was suspended 2 weeks for fighting. But Freedom High School football coach Jody Quick saw athletic potential in Johnson and recruited him to join the school's football team, where he played defensive tackle, an experience that proved to be a significant personal transformation for Johnson. In addition to playing football, Johnson also was a member of Freedom High School's track and field and wrestling teams. In 1995, Johnson graduated with a Bachelor of General Studies and a dual major in criminology and physiology. He was also one of the university's most prolific student speakers in the Miami area community. After being cut by Calgary, Johnson began his professional wrestling career the next year. In 1996, veteran wrestler Pat Patterson secured several tryout matches for Johnson with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1996. Wrestling at first, under his real name, Johnson defeated the Brooklyn Brawler at a house show on March 10 and lost matches to Chris Candido and Owen Hart. After wrestling at Jerry Lawler's United States Wrestling Association under the name Flex Kavana, and winning the USWA Tag Team Championship twice, with his partner, Bart Sawyer, in the summer of 1996, Johnson was signed to a WWF contract. He received additional training from Tom Pritchard, alongside Achim Albrecht and Mark Henry. Johnson's first WrestleMania match came at WrestleMania 13 on March 23, where he was victorious in his Intercontinental Championship defense against the Sultan. WWF fans started to reject his character and push from the company. He defeated Bret Hart by disqualification in a title defense on the March 31 episode of Raw is War. Behind the scenes, Hart mentored Johnson for his first year in WWF and refused to be booked to take the title from him. He began his acting career on television while wrestling. In his first television acting job, in 1999, he portrayed his father Rocky Johnson in an episode of That 70s Show called That Wrestling Show. Dwayne steps onto the set of That 70s Show, a blend of nervousness and exhilaration coloring his first foray into acting. In the following years, he worked in action films The Rundown, 2003, and Walking Tall, 2004, but these films failed to gain success. Dwayne commands the red carpet at The Mummy Returns premiere, a beacon of confidence amid a storm of flashing lights. He had further success by playing an arrogant, famous American football player in the sports family comedy The Game Plan. Agent 23 in spy action comedy Get Smart, 2008. A cab driver in the science fiction film Race to Witch Mountain, 2009. The title character in the fantasy comedy Tooth Fairy. In 2009, Johnson obtained Canadian citizenship through his father's birth and citizenship there. In 2017, he had the small Brahma bull tattoo on his right arm, covered with a larger half-sleeve tattoo of a bull's skull. Johnson first met Danny Garcia when they were both University of Miami students in the early 1990s. They married on May 3, 1997. She is a businesswoman, International Fitness and Bodybuilding Federation. They have one child, Simone, a daughter who was born August 14, 2001. On June 1, 2007, Johnson and Garcia announced they were separating amicably on August 18, 2019. Johnson and Hashian married in Hawaii.